There's some really bad things happening in the FLDS.
At the age of 12, I was married to Warren Jeffs.
People are being brutalized in the name of polygamy.
I'm very glad that I got my girls out when I did.
Crimes against children, crimes against women.
You all right?
I'm scared.
A new docuseries exposes the shocking realities of life within extreme polygamous groups. Secrets of Polygamy also reveals how one man's rise to power shaped communities where claims of abuse, incest, and fraud have become common.
Faith Beislein is a former member and shares her story on the series, and she joins us now. Good morning, Faith.
Morning.
Faith, I was thinking about this. Under the Banner of Heaven, the book came out about 20 years ago, put a spotlight on what was going on in FLDS. Warren Jeffs went to prison, yet obviously problems continue to plague FLDS. Talk to us about the fear of speaking out, especially among women.
The fear of speaking out comes from, just my family members who are still part of the church, and knowing that they have disowned me because I have left. Yeah.
You could see how, if you grew up in this, that one might be kind of brainwashed by the adults. But why are the adults lured into this?
The adults have been born into this, as well as their parents, and it goes back generations. So the brainwashing starts from birth.
Faith, how did you make the decision to leave? Who convinced you, or did you convince yourself, or what was that moment you realized, I need to get out of this?
It was when I was a teenager, and I had started some college classes, which I had to get permission from church leadership. And it was when I started started college classes that the wheels in my brain started turning, and I was opened up to the possibility that there are other perspectives out there. And that's when I was introduced to critical thinking, and when which ultimately led to me leaving the religion.
At any point did the mainstream Church of Latter-day Saints get involved here?
So the mainstream LDS church tries to be, like, they're very separate. The FLDS refers to the LDS church as the wicked church, the one wicked church.
But you would think that they would be concerned that this fringe group would make them look bad and people would just associate the two. So they never felt the need to step in or at least report to authorities what was going on?
The LDS church hasn't become involved in that, as far as I know.
How did your family react when you decided to leave? I know that you have 26 or 27 siblings, and some chose to leave. Did they decide to leave with you? And what happened to your family in that period of time?
So I had one older brother who had left the religion before me, and he was completely disowned. So I knew that when I left, then my family would also disown me, which did happen. But after that, the years following, then more and more of my siblings have left.
Well, you can check out Secrets of Polygamy on A&E. For more information, you can check out ane.com. Faith, thank you for sharing your story.